Hello everybody, my name is Amy, this is the Opinionated Woman, and I am just popping in here from the future, the present for now. This vlog I filmed a while back, so if the hair is different, if my house looks a little bit different, that is why. But yeah, I wanted to put it out anyway. So I just wanted to come here and preface that. So essentially what this is a one last try. This is the second episode in my one last try series, and this is for Lucy Foley. I read her first book, The Guest List, and I do go into why I didn't like The Guest List in some clips now, so I won't reiterate that. Just know that I hated it a lot. Like it made me like shout at my audiobook. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give her one last try, and I picked up The Hunting Party. So that is what we're going to be reading in today's vlog. This was originally meant to go with Peter Swanson, and then I realized I rabbited on a bit. So I split it up into two. So when I reference like two books being in the vlog, just ignore that. I cut it out when I can. And then, yeah, I will come in to wrap it up if it's necessary later. Enjoy. Okay, so the one thing that's good about the fact that I'm reading The Hunting Party and Every Vow You Break in the same vlog is that they're both set in remote locations. So this is set in a remote location in Scotland. They're going for like a friend's weekend, and they're like very upper class posh British people, and they're like all coupled up except for like one person, two people, something like that, and they're like, oh they're like, oh, Giles, literally one of them is called Giles. So I don't know the actual mystery, but that's the premise. Remote location, Scotland, friend group, mysteries. Okay, so I'm listening to The Hunting Party while I make my dinner. Nice creamy spinach sauce. It's just reducing right now. It's just cream, butter, spinach, and then feta, all the goodness. Badness, you know what I mean. So this book is so similar in setup to The Guest List, because that was on a remote island. This is in a remote like Scottish Highlands sort of place, in this like Lani cabin, fancy cabin, and there's a lot of point of views and a lot of characters with a lot of different like interconnectedness between the two, and like beef in some cases. Like it's a big friend group, they've been friends for a really long time. It's like that kind of dynamic, which is exactly the same in the last one, and that intrigued me for quite a while in the last one. It really did. Like for a while I enjoyed it, and then it started getting old. So let's see whether she can maintain it this time and then not have a crummy ending. Another thing that is exactly the same as the last novel is we get two timelines, like now and then like 3 days earlier. And 3 days earlier, no, at the now, we know that one of the party has died. And in The Guest List, we knew that one of the wedding party had died. So it's very, very formulaic. It's usually, which is what's strange about me not liking The Guest List, is I like that kind of vibe. You know, that like Agatha Christie locked door mystery. I love that shit. It's so like comforting, you know. But I really, really did hate it. And now this is a very similar thing. So maybe I like it. I don't know. I haven't heard any stories. I mean, any reviews. any reviews of this book, but we'll see. Okay, so I have been listening to this book for a while. I'm over halfway, and really bugger all is happening. It's literally very, very, very similar to the guest list. And I don't even think I told you why I didn't like The Guest List. So The Guest List is it's a wedding set on a remote island. And so it's obviously just like within the guests that this murder has happened. So a murder's happened, and we are trying to find out, first of all, who it is, because they don't tell you, which is exactly what's happening here, and who it is, because there's so many people with motives, but like so many to the point of absurdity. Like there were so many people that it was like, it was just absurd, like, but not in a way that I could excuse. It was absurd in a way that made the whole plot seemed silly, and I didn't care in the end who had killed them and for what, because there were so many different reasons. It was so convoluted. So right now we've just got a bunch of rich people doing rich people stuff and bickering amongst each other about the stupidest shit. Yeah. I don't know if this one is going to be a winner either. Might be breaking up with 2 authors in this vlog, we will see. The thing with this book is that it doesn't know when to leave well enough alone, which is exactly what happened in the last one. It covers too many topics shallowly. So everybody has their own fucking drama going on. And there's adultery, there's insider trading, there's some kind of drug shipping. Oh my god, it's raining. Some form of drug ring. There is an army guy with PTSD. There are so many things in this book, and none of them are done well, and I'm just waiting for the end. And I think we've just been shown who the killer is, I think I already knew who the person that was going to be killed was from like early on, so that was no fun. I think Lucy Foley might be one that I'm getting rid of, but I'm going to slog it through to the end, and I'm going to finish up this goddamn book and this goddamn blog. Add mistaken identity and stalking to that list. For fuck's sakes. Mental illness is a fucking plot device. She has a personality disorder. This book is getting on my last nerve. It is the next day. I'm already far into another audiobook because as I don't have any other entertainment. That book was so dumb. It was so close to her last novel that like you could read one or the other and get the same kind of vibe. And now I'm even having trouble forgetting. Oh no, I remember. I even forgot who the killer was for a second there, because it's just, the reasoning was so convoluted and over the top, and like as you saw in the last clips, like it had stuff like mistaken identity. I hate it when someone takes off their glasses and changes their hair, and now all of a sudden you don't recognize this person that you used to know years ago. It doesn't make any sense, especially when you're adults. So it had that kind of scenario going on, so I really didn't like that. So Lucy, gal, me and you are breaking up as well. So those are 2 authors that I will never read again. At least now I know, I guess. And yeah, I've got a bunch of other authors that I want to do this with. So if you enjoy this, let me know. Give me a like, maybe a subscribe, and tickle my bell for notifications, and I'll check you next time.